What is going on YouTube? My name is Scotty and welcome back to another episode of r/niceguys. The last one did pretty well for someone who's trying to transition their content to a new kind of content base. And yeah, we're back for part 2. So without further ado, let's dive straight back into the cursed Reddit forums that are r/niceguys and see how nice these guys really are. If you haven't seen r/niceguys before, I'll give you a heads up. They're not that nice. So the first one we have here is actually very eye-opening because you know, I'm in my mid-20s now, and ever since like the first ever like health class I ever had, which was probably like I think in grade 4 or something, when you know the teacher would separate the boys and the girls, and then the boys would learn about, you know, the little floaty thingies you got down there, and then the girls would learn how, you know, periods work. So ever since then I knew what periods were. At least I thought I did, because I always thought periods were a real thing, but apparently to this guy, periods aren't real. So this post starts out from a guy who's named Nobody Special, of course, and it goes, "I don't know why you would post about your period. It's disgusting to talk about so openly. Men don't need to hear about such an unnatural thing." Are periods artificial? So anyways, this girl goes on to reply, "Not sure why period is in quotation marks. I'm discussing then, and a period isn't unnatural. It's literally Mother Nature happening with women." I mean, yeah, periods are a natural thing, are they not? I mean, unless there's something that I haven't, you know, been told. Maybe this is all just a giant conspiracy and periods aren't real. So then the guy goes on to say, "I put it like that because it's not even a real thing. Women just say it happens to complain about life." See, this is how I know that this guy has never had an actual even relationship with a woman, because you don't even have to be with a woman and have sexual encounters with them to learn about the periods, okay? Like I remember having like my first girlfriends when I was in my early teenage years and still learning about how like periods work to a higher degree. So I can guarantee that this guy has not even probably gotten a hug from a woman, you know? Someone who acts like this and says, you know, periods aren't real. I've never seen one. I've never seen a period before, so they can't be real, right? But anyways, back to the topic. He goes on to say, "I'm just giving advice that men don't want to hear about it. I'm a nice guy. I'm just trying to help you out." Now, thank God for Mr. Nice Guy over here. He's just trying to help out. He's just trying to let her know how to get a man, because men don't want to hear about periods. Ugh, bro, periods? No, don't talk about that unnatural fake stuff with me. Ew. But then he goes on to say, "I'm dead serious. Do you think I'm stupid or something? I bet you think you're real awesome, huh? Making fun of a nice guy, bitch." Like, where did bro think he was even going with this? Because he starts off saying, "Why are you talking about your period to a woman?" Which is already like the easiest way out of like a list of probably like the 10 top ways to turn a woman away from you. Like this is definitely on that list to, you know, decline their periods, to decline, you know, how they're feeling with them, how, you know, to go through them. Once a guy starts telling a woman how to feel in her period, you know you're done from there. You are cooked. So I don't know like what this guy was trying to do to like, you know, maybe make her be like, "Oh my god, he's right. I want to fuck him." This guy cooked himself from the start. Okay, so this next one is absolutely wild. This guy starts off by saying, "Hey cutie." Okay, good start so far. I mean, wouldn't be me, but anyways, he starts off saying, "Hey cutie," and she goes, "Hey, I'm sorry to let you know, but I found a guy." See, so far she's being respectful. She said, "Hey, I know you're interested in me, but I have a boyfriend," which is totally respectable. Any normal guy in this situation would just be like, "Okay, cool, have a great day," and then move on. And before I even show you guys the rest, you're probably going to assume he's gonna be like, "Okay, fuck you," and just, you know, proceed to list a huge bunch of insults, calling her ugly, calling her fat, you know, cursing at her and stuff like that. But no, that's not what happens. He goes on to pull the whole, you know, woe is me. He starts off by saying, "That's fine. I knew it wasn't gonna be me anyways." And then it gets even more wild from here, because he goes, "But hopefully when I'm found dead, someone will want me. Thank you for not choosing me and making it easier to hang myself. I truly hope you're happy I'll be dead because of you. I'd wish you the best, but honestly, I really don't give a shit what happens to you. It's probably deserved of anything. I truly want to gut the fuck up your date." What? "I truly want to gut that fuck up your dating, so I just hope we never cross paths." Well, I mean, first of all, how you guys are gonna cross paths if you kinda, you know. But anyways, see, it's things like this that I read and I'm trying to think of the words to say, but bro, it's probably actually very wild out here for like the common girl nowadays, because you'll have the ones like this who are just, "Oh, you don't want to date me? I'm gonna end myself." Remember that last video I uploaded, which if you haven't checked out, make sure to check it out. It's a banger video. But the girl was literally just like, "Do it." And I would probably be the exact same in this scenario. I would just be like, "Cool, have fun." But like my thought with most of these, pictures I see on r/niceguys is, what do these guys think the outcome's gonna be? Because, you got the ones just completely insulting these women, calling them all the slurs in the book. And then you got these ones who are just like, I'm going to end myself. And then you got those ones who just, go on a giant rant about, no one chooses me. No one wants the nice guy. I'm gonna be alone forever. Like, what do they think is gonna happen? Do they just think that this chick is just gonna, snap out of it like this and be like, oh my god, he's the one for me. He's emotionally unstable and very psychotic and showing signs of mental health issues. I think I should date him. That's not how this is gonna work. And the next one we have here is the perfect example of one of those like pity parties, like, oh my god, feel bad for me. I'm not this top 1%, alpha male Andrew Tate making millions of dollars, got an amazing body and stuff like that. So this guy here goes on to say how most women see you when they find out you don't make over $170,000 a year, drive exotic sports cars, own bitcoins, have rental properties, have Grammy award-winning conversations. I don't know why I found that part funny. Aren't able to make them laugh every second of their life, don't squat more than 5,000 pounds. What, they're trying to date fucking Kratos out here or some shit? And aren't okay with them having OnlyFans, and aren't willing to pull up with their attitudes, and aren't willing to give them a $2,000 a month allowance to spend on makeup, bags, and shoes. Now this guy's correct. Every time you talk to a woman, they give you an interview sheet. Like when you get your first job and they look at your qualities or whatever, and like, have you done this? Have you done that? Can you do this? That's what women do. I agree with him. But in all seriousness, 99% of girls, they don't care about this shit. To my fellow guys out there, if you're looking to find a way to speedrun a disaster on your dating app profiles, put this as your bio and I can guarantee you that you will not get even a single swipe on anyone at all. This guy's, I'm guessing, Hinge? I think it's Hinge. Profile thing says, this year I really want to find my soulmate and get off of these apps. It's hard because I find dating these days complicated and women clearly don't like the kind gentleman anymore. Yeah man, women just, they hate gentlemen. If you treat them with respect, ugh. If you hold the door for them, ugh. If you don't, give them that 360 roundhouse kick combo, ugh. Yeah, women hate that. Ew. Just, I bet any woman that's watching this right now is just thinking, gentlemen? Ugh. Like, as I stated in my last video, girls like nice guys. They just don't like guys who are only being nice to them because they want something, or guys who are being overly nice to the point that it's creepy and they just, they can't be themselves. That's what pushes women away. It's never, being an actual nice guy. Because there's a difference between being a good guy and being a nice guy. But I already explained that one before. If you're gonna be nice to a girl, just be genuine about it. Don't be creepy, don't be weird, and don't overdo it. I find this next one to be absolutely hilarious as well because, bro, he didn't even give her time to respond. So this guy messages her at 9:31 p.m, alright? He says, hey, okay, easy intro, cool. And 8 minutes later at 9:39 p.m, he says, okay bitch, lol, I would have treated you like a queen. And then at the same minute, he responds with KYS cunt and proceeds to take a picture of his tax returns. If I were to take a guess, that's probably at least maybe $1,500. I mean, it's a lot of money if you don't have a good job, but that's literally just what you get from tax returns as someone who makes like between 30 and 50,000 a year. It's not a flex. You're not treating her like a queen. You're treating her like a roommate with that money. Like, I don't know what genuine good girl would fold, collapse, whatever, or literally just a paycheck when you have no bills. That's all it is. This next one here I absolutely love because anyone who knows me in real life knows I'm a huge fragrance collector. I have like, I think 80 bottles in my collection right now, and I've owned over 150 at least. And this picture here goes, OMG, you smell so good, followed by a conventionally attractive man with a bottle of Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum, I think. But then they're saying that when you're an less attractive guy, like this guy on the opposite side, wearing the exact same fragrance, she says, your cologne smell is too much. See, I don't think I'm the world's most attractive guy. Am I decent looking? I mean, I hope so. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm cute? But anyways, it depends on the fragrance. It depends on the person. Like, I love my fragrances. I wear a ton. I've had a lot of great compliments from a lot of different people, and I've had times that people have said my fragrances don't smell that great. It really doesn't mean anything because 99% of the time, everyone walks by you, just smells you, and that's it. You do get the compliments when you do wear a nice fragrance, but I can promise you, as someone who is a huge collector and has worked in the beauty industry, this is not how it is. You're one of those guys who just expect to just spray on a fragrance and all of a sudden every girl's panties just drop for you. You know those like TikTokers who are like, oh my god, the 5 best fragrances to drop panties. With these 5 fragrances, every woman will want to sleep with you. That's not how that works. All a fragrance really does, and I know I'm starting to nerd out here, is just extend who you already are. If you're a well put together guy, the fragrance is gonna make you go further. If you're someone who doesn't take care of themselves, doesn't bathe, doesn't shave, doesn't take care of themselves in any way, shape, or form, and you spray on a fragrance, 99% of the time it's not doing you justice. It's not doing anything for you. Take care of yourself, and the fragrance will help you. It's not going to be your cheat code to getting women. But here we have it, guys. This is another episode of r/niceguys. These guys are just getting crazier and crazier. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps me out a lot here on the channel. If you do, I'll ship you out a full bottle of your Sauvage. And as well, I'll give you all my life coaching tips on how to not get put on a registry for harassing women, which is just called common sense. But anyways, as I said, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Scotty. Take care and have a great night.